Fresh Pod is all about ethylene control. You put this in your fridge fruit bowl, store, cupboard, shipping, transport, wherever. It will keep fruit and veg and flowers going for up to 4 times longer than normal. And perfectly safe and natural. There's nothing here which is sprayed on or going to cause any problems. And how it works, it removes ethylene out of the atmosphere, which is what fruit and veg give off naturally as they ripen. It's been tested and approved and been working around the world for many years. We've got the UK and European licenses for it, and we've been working with growers, farmers, retailers, restaurants, schools, and the consumer on putting Fresh Pod into wherever they store their fruit and veg. We're working with big shipping companies. If you've got mixed storerooms, the ethylene in the atmosphere there is horrendous. There's things like broccoli and lettuce which you know go off really, really quickly. This stops that process. It also kills moulds, rot, spores in the environment as well, which can cause problems with fresh fruit and veg. We've kept lettuces going for up to 9 weeks in a perfectly safe environment, and they are perfectly crisp, fresh and as tasty as they were when they were picked. You haven't got any problems whatsoever with what this is doing to them. So that's Fresh Pod.
Valerie Watson-Brown has brought a product along with bold claims to naturally extend the useful life of fresh produce in the kitchen by up to 4 times. It seems a no-brainer, so it's up to the panel to put it through its paces.
I'm just really interested in the impact on humans, as in not will it slow down my ripening, but will it...
I wish it would.
is there any kind of... have we looked... Is there any... Do we need that? Is it ethylene, is it?
It's,
do we use that?
You don't need... fruit and veg give off ethylene naturally as they ripen. It's their way of sowing seeds and making more of it. It has no effect whatsoever on the human. This will last 6 months, so that's how it's cost... Well, as I say, it costs you pence, because one of these in your fridge will last 6 months. And our bigger machines will work between 3 and 9 months. After it's stopped working, which there's tests to do to say it needs to be replaced, this becomes something called manganese dioxide, which if you sprinkle that on your garden or your fields is a natural fertiliser. Okay. So this is very much Mother Nature doing something, and all recyclable.
And on that testing point, what is the test to decide that it needs changing?
If you open it up, it's purple and it slowly changes to brown, and when it gets 75% brown, then you ought to really think about changing it. But you'll notice how your fruit and veg start to speed up in regards to the ripening process.
What success have you had on the retail side? Where's that being sold?
That's been sold through some of the shopping channels, and a lot of the eco shops do it. We've got nationwide electrical company who gives them away with fridges. So to date, it's been very much on the eco side.
Right. I mean, I sort of like get the product where if you've got bulk storage of products, or you're shipping it somewhere, say offshore, or if you work offshore and you need to store things up and on ships, but so like in the retail environment where you've got your product in your fridge at home, you know, I wouldn't have a cabbage kicking around in my fridge for 6 weeks. Or
I'd be amazed.
You need to come and have a look at my fridge.
It sounds great to me. It sounds like the holy grail of something that's going to
I mean, brown bananas are a typical example of something which you can recognise as ripens very quickly. The reason they ripen is because you put them in a bowl with apples, which give off lots of ethylene.
That would still work.
It's the ethylene which they're giving off. It just draws it in.
Did you say this is widely available globally, but this is the first time the product's been brought into the UK?
It's a California product. The reason it's a California product because the natural zeolite we don't make in the UK. So we have the zeolite come in, and then we build it into whatever system needs to be built into. For instance, shipping containers have a hanging filter, whereas big cabbage stores will have a stand plug-in product because of the size of the room, whereas a reasonable size walk-in fridge will get away with one of these. So we take the granules which are in here and put them into whatever packaging we have.
Mark, did you want to go first?
I do know that environmental sustainability is ever more important across food service. It sounds to my mind like a good idea, so I'm going to say yes.
Ollie?
And I keep thinking there must be a catch because it sounds fantastic. I can't think of what it is, so I'd say, yeah, I can't understand why we wouldn't want to look at something like that, because I know the waste issues, I know we have that. I can certainly see it from a retail perspective, but yeah, I'd be really interested to kind of explore that and have a look at what that does.
I'm surprised I've never seen it before, having spent 20 odd years in the Navy on ships watching veg go off. I'm absolutely amazed by it. So like I said earlier, I think it's the holy grail to me. I certainly like to see it and try it, so it's a yes from me.
And I think the key thing for us to do is to put it into a controlled environment so we can understand exactly what it does, so we can share that with the rest of the business, and no doubt look upstream to some of our suppliers as well, where we can support them in doing the same thing. So, 4 yeses.
Yeah.
Excellent. Brilliant.
With its low price tag, waste-saving credentials, and even a post-life use as a garden fertiliser, FreshPod has the Compass experts thoroughly absorbed, and Valerie leaves with 4 very positive votes from experts.